grand final time here. Soon, Richard, we will be crowning our first winner at a major FIFA 18 event, and of course, part of this fantastic global series.
And who would have called this final coming into the tournament? Dhtekkz, a relative newcomer. You can see the bracket there, how each of these got through to it. Dhtekkz, very tough games against Kurt, against #Ryan, Megabit, and then Nicolas99fc in the console final. On the other side of it, big performance there from Nicolas in the console final against the Stranger. This is how he got here, Brandon.
This is how he got here indeed. Look at some of the games he had to come up against. Even look at round 2. Schalke, Ideals, not an easy opponent. And then also Stefan Pinner from Belgium. He had to play this guy again in the latter stage of the tournament.
He did suffer defeat in round 4 to the hands of Ice Principe, but he bounced back with a huge performance against #Aggie in round 5, followed by a big victory, 7-3 against New York City Chris.
Then going through, obviously, lost in round 7, but you already knew he was through. Round 32, as you know, single elimination, you win, you go through, you lose, you go home. Beat #Aga when he had to face him again.
Yeah, beat him, the late drama in extra time that was. Round of 16, beat Jeff95 into the quarterfinals, 3-1 against Dito, a fantastic match. Semi-finals, beat Stefano Pino, again, 6-3. And as we just saw there, in the console final, 6-3 against the Stranger. Fantastic game from Nicolas, and coming into this game, full of confidence, that young man.
I think as well what is important to add, it's 12 rounds of FIFA these guys have had to play, so lots and lots of games. 7 rounds of Swiss, and then after that in the single elimination, it's another 5 rounds if you get all the way through. And you can technically say this is round 13 of fixtures, but it is a grand final up against an Xbox player.
Yeah, big performance needed from Nicolas coming up. What a day it has been, Brandon. Dhtekkz on the other side of it, coming from the Xbox. He suffered defeat in his first game, 5-4 to the hands of Kurt. He then bounced back 11-3 against Nightwatch. He then suffered defeat again to Gorilla, 8-6. From then, he's been on a tear, Brandon. 7-4 against Mayo, 5-2 against Melbourne City Marcus, 7-2 against Vitality Rocky, a former champion.
And that is where the story started. He even beat Tim Latka. That deserves a mention. He came up against Kurt in the round of 16 again and took that man down as well.
He got his revenge against Kurt from earlier on in the competition. He came up against #United's #Ryan, beat him 3-1. He beat Megabit, a flawless qualifier, 10-6. And in the final, on the console, Nicolas99fc, he put away 5-3. This young man is 16 years old. Just comprehend that. What were you doing at 16 years old? I definitely wasn't about to competing for a major FIFA title.
Is there anyone that this player is scared of, you could say? He's taken down Vitality Rocky, a defending champion in FIFA.
He's taken down the self-proclaimed best player in the world, Kurt. He is on fire. Both of these players coming in, riding huge waves of momentum, plenty of confidence. Just looking to get forward. Just looking forward to getting into this game, Brandon.
Well, as we saw the PlayStation final just then. Let's have a look at that Xbox when the Dhtekkz did beat Nicolas99fc through. It was an impressive game, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. He started the scoring. Beautiful bit of close control. Ronaldo into Messi. Very fortunate to get the deflection. It did go his way, but when they say your luck's in, it very much is in game 2. Big performance from Dhtekkz. He was leading 4-1. Nicolas99fc started a comeback, 4-2, but it just wasn't meant to be for him in the end.
It wasn't, and even when Nicolas99fc came back at him, Dhtekkz overall still won 5-3. And one thing that he's really good at, when he takes a goal or 2 back at him, it's about how you react to conceding a goal. This man concedes, I'm right back at you. I want to go and score another goal, and I want to cause some problems in Barcelona.
Always bouncing back from defeat is that young man, Dhtekkz. One thing quite underrated, he's got the coach in his corner. Roma Poach has stepped up to the mark. He's giving him a little bit of insight, a little bit of knowledge that he might not have had previously coming into an event like this. What does having a coach, Brandon, bring to your game?
It allows you, for one, after your games to analyse where you've gone wrong, what you've done right. Someone like Poach, who's been around in the scene, he's still a young player, Poach. I think he's only 18 years of age, maybe 19. Obviously, plays for Roma, a Calcio A team that are linked to him with Fnatic and doing great things over there as well. But it does help. This guy's 16 years old. We said, what is the difference with this guy? Why is he so good? What do you think it is? Is it that extra second reaction? We know that he coaches football in his spare time. Is that where maybe he can build up these patterns of play, these visions he's seeing in the virtual game?
I think that's two great things you just said then. He builds up the patterns of play. He's healthy as well. He's a football coach in his spare time. He's only 16 years old. His reactions are razor sharp right now. He might have an extra second, half a second on some of his opponents. I don't think he's going to have that reaction speed on Nicolas. You talked about coaches. He's got Janos in his corner. 2011 FIWC Grand Finalist Janos. He was competing here over the weekend. He is in Nicolas's corner, giving him the inside information that he can provide.
And yeah, that's probably one of the nicest guys I'd say you'd meet in the FIFA esports finals. There's so many lovely guys as well, but Janos, you know, he comes from Colombia. He just gets down to business when he comes. He gets his head down. He plays FIFA. You know, we don't really see much of him on social media at all, but we know one thing. He's in pretty much every major final.
Yeah, he's always there or thereabouts competing. He did actually knock out #Harry in this tournament. Speaking of eliminations, we've had some huge shocks, Brandon, over this tournament. Shells knocked out at the round of 32. Gorilla knocked out on penalties, both representing Unilad. Aggie knocked out in the round of 32 by Nicolas.
Tim Latka as well. He went. Seaham, Red Bull Leipzig.
Salzor, it was the perfect record, 6-0 yesterday in the Swiss style. He went out in the round of 32 today.
If there was a bookies out there and there was bets on these two in the final, they'd have probably lost a lot. They would have made a killing. But if anyone put a bet on that, they would have. They'd be laughing as well. But one thing we said, and we have said that, you've said it a lot more than me, Nicolas, he is superb. Do not write off this guy, but Dhtekkz is fearless. Sometimes I say when you come into an event like this, do you need that little bit of LAN experience? When you get to, you know, the latter stage in the tournament, you do need that little bit of LAN experience. However, sometimes you're fearless. You've got no organisation, no pressure.
Sometimes natural ability does outweigh LAN experience, Brandon. Dhtekkz just looks unbelievable. Could say God-given ability. Maybe we're born with the quick reactions to be able to play video games at such a high level. He's chosen the video game FIFA to apply his trade, and he's applying it 100% to this competition. Nicolas has got his hands full, but so has Dhtekkz.
It kind of reminds me, you could say, of a young gorilla coming onto the scene. Go back a number of years ago when he came in, when the Gfinity Cups were all there was, and since then, the development of FUT Champions last year from EA Sports, and FIFA as an esport has kind of just gone bang recently, and it's just, as you said, it's going up and up and up. More esports organisations, more football clubs getting involved. What do you do if you're in the position of Dhtekkz? If he goes and wins this grand final, don't get me wrong, he's already got enough media attention as it is. He's going to get even more if he goes and becomes champion of the first major event here in Barcelona.
Well, you spoke about the media attention. We've got some big media organisations here covering the event. Bleacher Report, Gaming Bible, Esports Ranks, all here present at the event, covering it for their social medias. People know about Dhtekkz. Trueboy spoke about it. He came into the tournament with 200 followers. He's now got 18,000 followers.
Wow. Zero to hero, you could say. As I said earlier, there's players that come into this competition, and this is what FIFA esports can do. You could be unknown. Let's talk about Shells, for example, last year. Played NBA competitively, played FIFA competitively. When he got to a major event, that's when people started to look and go, right, if you get yourself out the knockouts, right, I'm going to start looking at you now. The more time these guys are on the stream, the more way they put themselves across on social media, they do get spotted. And I bet you there is a full rally of people that are after Dhtekkz right now and would happily sign that guy up.
Yeah, I guarantee there's a number of esports organisations or football clubs looking into Dhtekkz. Only at 16 years old, he's got so much time to mature as a FIFA player as well. If he does lose in this final, this will be a huge, huge learning curve for him to know that he maybe isn't there just quite yet. But when you're beating Kurt 5-1, when you're beating so many pros so comfortably, it's hard to complain and hard to argue against it.
Most definitely indeed. And we're going to go back to day one of the action, obviously day 3 now. But let's have a recap of what went down on that first day. To the FIFA 18 Ultimate Team Champions Cup in Barcelona.
Got a lot of space here. This has to be a goal, surely.
Still Lira playing the Brazilian kid. Can he get a goal back? Big chance now, just scoring. On the rebound, a little bit forced. James chance for him now. Oh, that's a lovely goal. Full turn around into you and say, what about Hullet?
The Swiss format is definitely the most skill-based format I've seen.
Stay composed, stop it past the keeper, and he does with... And there you saw it. Some of the key highlights you could say from day one, but it's been a journey. I've said 12 rounds of FIFA have been played for 2 guys, or 4 guys overall. Now they're going into their 13th round, you could say, but more importantly known as the grand final.
Yeah, this is where all the marbles are won. This is what this tournament has come down to. One of these 2 men will be lifting that huge trophy at the end of this 2-legged game. Massive, massive game coming up, Brandon. What's your prediction going into it?
It's a tough one for me. It's going to be over 2 legs, of course. You've got Nicolas, scores a lot of goals. Dhtekkz fearless as well. Both are very good at defending. Exceptionally well. We can see it over day 2, actually. I believe we've got a little clip now that we're going to go to now.
Welcome back, everyone, to the festivities here in Barcelona.
So much FIFA to get our teeth into today.
All 128 players in action. Super high level, guys.
We're in the Palau St. Jordi, the largest indoor arena in Spain. There it is, there's the goal! Big Kurt comes now, chance to make it 2, and he does! Massive save, wow! Here comes Fiddle now, and Messi's turn. Love this, Ronaldo! Corner and the near ball. That is beautiful. Oh, there was the shot. That was the finesse. There it is, and there's the goal. And there you saw some of the action from day 2. Wow, so many goals, so many highlights, upsets, heroes in the making. You know, there's so much for anyone looking to get into this esport to really sit back and be like, wow, FIFA has come a long way. And this is only the first event of the global series.
Yeah, huge drama so far in Barcelona. I've got a quote from the so-called best player in the world, Kurt. He said, I'm in absolute shock of what I'm watching. Is that going to be, quote, necessary for this final? Are we going to see something that no one expected? Is it going to be a big performance in either way? Is Dhtekkz going to dominate? Is Nicolas going to dominate? Or do you see it being close?
It's a tough one. I think what will be, you know, a marker in this will be the first 30 in-game minutes of this game. Whoever comes out first and says, you know what, I'm here to put on a performance. I'm here to put on a performance for these Spanish fans that have come out to the Palau St. Jordi to support, because we have got...
Come out in their numbers.
They have hundreds of people behind us here. And they've got every reason to be here as well. But I don't know what you're expecting from these guys. But as I said, first 30 minutes, early goals are really big in this game. But defensively, both these players are superb.
Yeah, goals change games is the motto that I like to say. If an early goal goes in either way, we could see maybe one of the players start to crumble. I don't think either of these players has ever been to a major final before. I know Dhtekkz definitely hasn't. Not sure about Nicolas. I'm pretty sure he hasn't. So it's a new experience for both of them, playing on a massive stage like the one behind us. Let's just see who can handle the pressure the best.
Let's see who can handle the pressure in best indeed. But I believe we're going to be seeing those players very shortly as they do make their way out onto the final stage, which you will see very shortly, a spectacular stage in front of all the eyes watching here. Not the thousands of you that are watching home that have supported the stream magnificently, but the guys in this stadium as well that obviously might not know a lot about these guys. But let's take a look at these guys coming out now. Talk to me about the run that these guys have had. Wow.
Massive, massive performance so far from both of these 2 players. Nicolas, the man from Argentina. Let's get hyped for this man because he is the real deal, Brandon.
An Argentine goal-scoring machine from the PS4 side, and his opponent, an unknown player until today, you could say.
The prodigy, that is Dhtekkz. He's scored 75 goals in the tournament so far. All he needs is maybe 3 or 4 more, and he is going home with the trophy. This final is seconds away.
It is indeed. We're in the Palau St. Jordi, we're in Barcelona, and we've got some cracking esports FIFA coming your way. I'm Brandon Smith, next to me Richard Buckley, and really, this is where we see our champion in Barcelona.
We will see a brand new champion crowned for FIFA 18. Huge, huge drama about to be coming up, Brandon. Dhtekkz versus Nicolas. Here we go. Both players are seated, and this is it.
Both players are ready. Barely any emotion from both of them. Headsets go on, and into that game zone they go. You're thinking, Dhtekkz, he hasn't played for a while. He's been watching in the wings you could say, looking at Nicolas's gameplay, looking at, you could say, how the PS side finished.
Also, he's had quite a lot of time as well to process this final coming up, to watch the players, analyse them. Maybe Poacher is in his ear, potentially saying, look, Nicolas does this in this certain area. This is something you can exploit, a weakness in his game. We'll just have to wait and see. Also,
a good point to make as well. A number of players do this, and we've seen it, throughout the time that we've been commentating on esports FIFA. The way that these guys go back and they analyse their games. Nicolas versus Dhtekkz, an Xbox player against a PS. Two legs of FIFA, 2 12-minute games, stoppages as well. There's Dhtekkz. We get 4 cameras here, so you can see all the reactions.
Yeah, Dhtekkz does look a little bit nervous. If I was just joining the stream right now, if you are just joining, he is 16 years of age. Nicolas, not much older. The Argentine, you see Janos there in the background.
I tell you now, a goal goes in, he'll be showing you some emotion, Janos from Colombia.
Coach Janos in the corner. Dhtekkz looking out into the crowd. Might be looking for his mum. I know he's here to support him. Nicolas, all business.
Well, Poacher will be behind Dhtekkz as well, supporting him, but same as before. Nicolas in the orange strip. And it could be the Leicester City kit for Dhtekkz. We'll wait and see.
Both these players lining up 4-2-3-1. 2 defensive midfielders going to be sat in front of the back 4. Right attacking mid, left attacking mid, and a central cam. A playmaker in behind the striker. I imagine it's going to be Team Ronaldo leading the line for both of these players. Dhtekkz, I apologise, has scored 75 goals in this tournament so far. He is a goal-scoring machine, Brandon.
Another man that scores goals as well, Nicolas. Not as many as that. Obviously, I think the highest goal scorer in the competition could be the stranger, but here we go. A few changes as we're expecting, and this is going to be underway. This is going to be a cracking final to watch. We can't call it. I'm sure all of you at home have got your winner already. And it will be Dhtekkz from the UK. Picking from right to left. You can hear the crowd behind us. They're excited. We are too. And as I said, expect an interesting opening start to this game.
Dhtekkz looking to get on the front foot straight away.
1 minute 52 seconds it's taken in game time. I said expect an early start here. We said this guy looked nervous. He hasn't played in a while, but Dhtekkz is just carrying on like he means to finish.
Picking up exactly where he left off, Dhtekkz. Long shot from Messi, 20 yards out, flies into the top corner. Dhtekkz breaks the deadlock within 2 minutes. We said the first 30 minutes was going to be huge. It's going to be influential in the game. It's taken him 2 minutes to get off the mark, Brandon.
I'll tell you something, Nicolas would not have been expecting that start in this game. He's not used to conceding goals early on, is he? He's used to scoring them. Wow, what a start that was there. Maybe Poacher said something to him before he went into the game. He went, start this early, have a shot. Don't be scared to have a shot, because the player you're going to be coming up against plays a different play style to you. Nicolas, he's known for taking long shots. His region, the Americas players, they're known for taking shots from distance, taking chances in the game.
Nicolas struggling in this first opening 8 minutes of the game just to get anything really on the ball. Dhtekkz comfortable in possession.
Just seems so confident just to keep possession.
Such a young age as well. We need to keep on saying it. He's only 16 years old, Brandon.
And he's literally becoming a hero in the making. But let's not write off Nicolas. A talent, to say the least. A player had a fantastic year last year and could be on to the start of a fantastic year in the Global Series on FIFA 18. Here comes Dhtekkz, scoop turn, inside, Ronaldo, drag back.
What a goal!
What a goal!
What a goal from Dhtekkz. His dribbling is exquisite. Maybe the best dribbling I've seen all weekend long. His manipulation of the skill moves and the close control is exquisite. He finds space that just isn't there, Brandon.
We're lucky we're not playing FIFA Street. That would have been the game breaker.
What a goal that was. 2-0, early start from Dhtekkz. R9 Ronaldo, the man. 12 minutes in, giving him a 2-goal lead. But we're playing this over 2 legs. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Nicolas can bring this back.
What I'm worried about here, Richard, Nicolas is not used to being in positions like this, straight down the other end. Now, what a block that is. This attack isn't over yet. Oh, lovely ball rolls, penalty.
Oh.
No, it's not going to be.
Pull it potentially could have played him in there. Look for the run of R9 in behind. Dhtekkz keeping the ball. Even though he's such a young age, there's a maturity to his game, Brandon. The way that he keeps the ball, the way that he manipulates the ball in certain areas. You see it out wide here. He's pulling Hully and R9 into him so he can create the space in the little pocket for CR7.
Sometimes you need to experience, a number of tournaments to experience different situations in the game. Yes, they played thousands of games at home, but in an arena, the Palau St. Jordi, 17,000 seated arena in Barcelona. I don't think you can practice many games there, can you?
You can't practice, you go straight into the action. And let's not forget, on Friday, Dhtekkz opened this tournament with a loss to Kurt, 5-4. Since then, the man has been on fire.
And let's be honest, he hasn't been given the easiest run of games.
Definitely not. He's played Gorilla, he's played Kurt twice, he's played Megabit, #Ryan, all the way to the final.
Here he comes again. He loves the skill, this man. I have a feeling that's poacher in his ear.
The thing is as well, it's not needless skill moves. Every skill move has a purpose to it.
Defensively, he just seems superb as well. Still such a long way to go in this grand final in Barcelona. But such a strong start from this youngster, an unsigned youngster. Let's just put that out there. Probably not known that well before today. As we said, I think he's approaching 20,000 followers on Twitter. I think yesterday, he barely had a few hundred. Everyone is watching this man at the moment.
Everyone is watching him and taking tips for him, you could say, as well. A lot of the pros who have played him have said he's doing things that I just didn't expect to see. He's got no respect, you could say, for his opponents.
Chance
to finish that
would have take a deflection. And Yashin there. Is it Yashin? I don't think Yashin is the problem. He's used them all the way throughout this tournament. Is it just two fantastic finishes, or?
Yeah, it is. The shots that no keeper would usually save, the low-driven shot, it has a high success rate in this year's FIFA 18.
Oh, no, Ronaldo now. Chance, low-driven. I love the idea from Nicolas there. But well recovered from Dhtekkz. Still 2-0 up here, and I just love the way he's so calm and composed on the ball. But we know what Nicolas can do. He can score just as many goals.
That 91 prime Roberto Carlos.
Oh, he's on the right
streaming
side.
Forward for Dhtekkz at left fullback, creating the space for Messi and R9 to create.
Valencia.
Nicolas just has to get something into the game here. He's just got to, even if it's a shot from range, just to let Dhtekkz know that he's in a game. Because at the minute, Dhtekkz could be playing one of his friends from home.
And one thing that we know as well from Dhtekkz, where he's so young, there's a chance there. Where he's so young, when stuff doesn't go his way, he might lose his head. Nicolas, he's been to these big events before. He knows how to keep his mentality.
Yeah, he does. That's a big thing. The mental state of the game. You've got to stay composed. You've got to stay under control. Even if you are losing, there's always a chance to get back into the game, Brandon. The game can swing so quickly in your favour. You go on a high, your opponent, their mental state decreases.
Well, remember, this is the grand final. Two-legged game. One Xbox player, one PlayStation player, an Xbox player on fire. Henry! 3 of the best. 3-0 the score. And this man is just unstoppable.
This man is on fire. Dhtekkz, you can see the audience there getting behind him and cheering him on. What a finish that is. Thierry Henry, low driven across the goalkeeper. Yashin had no chance. Nicolas has to bounce back quickly, Brandon, to stop this from being a cricket score.
Every time he attacks, he waits for the perfect chance to hit that ball. It's like a 95, 99, I even say, % chance of him scoring those goals. He's so composed around that final third. And Nicolas is 3-0 down in this first half of action. Janos at half-time, he needs to come in his ear and say, you're in a final, mate. Show a little bit of heart.
Maybe even just book up your ideas. Come on, show me something going forward, because at the minute, you're too lackadaisical. It's just not aggressive enough. You're not direct enough. See Dhtekkz there.
Sure, that'll be Poacher behind him, giving him a few words of wisdom. Janos there, Maybe he doesn't
saying
want any
something.
words. Oh, there we go. Janos in the ear now, saying what he can do better. This, got to remember, Janos has been to big finals. 2011 FIFA Interactive World Cup, he was in that final.
He was in that final. Is it going to be a formation change potentially here? Going to the 4-4-2 is Nicolas.
Well, 4-4-2.
He was playing the 4-2-3-1 if you are just joining. And you're wondering, why is that a 99 rated card? That's because that's that 99 rated Team of the Year Ronaldo. Every single item in the game is unlocked on these special accounts that we are playing on. And some of the items right here, Brandon, are doing the work for Dhtekkz.
They are indeed. 3 goals Dhtekkz has scored. 3-0 up currently. Look what it means
Even
to him.
surprised that went in.
A big let's go from the man from England. 16 years of age, but looks like he can take on anyone.
Showing no fear at the minute is Dhtekkz here at the FUT 18 Champions Cup in Barcelona. Dhtekkz is a game and a half away from lifting the trophy.
18 minutes of real life time, you could say, plus stoppages, of course. Would you think that's no time at all? In FIFA time, it's a very, very long time.
One man stands in his way, the man from Argentina, Nicolas.
Here's a chance now. Watch that run from Ronaldo. Feed it at the right time. Chance. Nicolas.
What a save. That's one thing I've noticed throughout this tournament. Dhtekkz, David De Gea, has been unbelievable. In the game against #Ryan, he pulled out saves I've never seen before, Brandon, from David De Gea. Again, with the feet save there, keeping him not in the game, but keeping it to a scoreline that he wants. 3-0.
We've seen a mixture of the David De Gea items in the game. 97, I think Kurt used the normal one. But we see him in spells, don't we, David De Gea? We even see him making massive saves, or occasionally the odd error. But for me, he's up there in the player of the tournament for me. There's big names for player of the tournament. R9 Ronaldo, CR7, De Gea's in there, Ramos is in there, Vieira, I can't call one.
Ronaldinho's come up with some clutch goals as well, where he's needed to. Huge tackle there from Dhtekkz.
And a corner for Nicolas. He's trailing by 3-0. Love this. Inside, one more. It's going to fall to the edge for Marcelo. I don't think he's going to be having a shot off him. He doesn't. Tries to recycle back to Hullet. Marcelo to Hullet. Cut back inside again.
I don't know if you noticed with Dhtekkz, the way he defends, it's very aggressive. You saw the slide tackle there just before. He pushes the ball forward. He makes sure that if he's going into a tackle, he's either going to win the ball or he's taking out the man.
I'd say aggressive is a good word to use, but the timing of the tackles is another credit to his game.
Impeccable.
Possession as well. Look how comfortable he is around this area playing with the ball. Hullet now. Messi. When's the shot coming? He's just toying with the back line. Chance now. Oh!
Thought it had gone in.
I nearly thought that was about to nestle the top corner.
I thought that had gone in. You can see their tweet at the bottom. Diddy Chris Lito, New York City Chris. Dhtekkz is truly on his way to become the greatest of all time.
Those tweets don't come from anyone, do they?
Coming from one of the best pros in the world right now, New York City Chris.
Chance now. Ronaldo, heavy touch around the keeper. He couldn't get there. Yashin did instead. And maybe that's a chance that he'll look back on and feel, maybe I could have done better there, but Yashin was out of his line to give him credit.
To smother the danger was Yashin. Look for that threaded through ball down the line. It's one of the real aspects to Dhtekkz's game.
Ronaldo, probably to Ronaldo. No, it's gone to Henry instead. But Carl Walker deserves a mention. Is that the 83 version I believe he uses?
I think it is, yeah, the 83 Kyle Walker. Just the regular card, not the one to watch, which does happen to be the same rating. Yet to receive an inform during his stint at Manchester City. Quite interesting, he doesn't use Antonio Valencia at right fullback. Does possess the one-star weak foot, Antonio Valencia, so that could be one of the reasons why he stays away from him.
Is it Carl Walker maybe a little bit taller? I don't know if that's correct. I've heard a few guys say there's some other in-game stats why they tend to use Carl Walker occasionally, but Antonio Valencia seems to take the pick in most teams. Well then, I know we saw formation change once for Nicolas. I know it's 3-0, which is still possible, but I would maybe like to see him play 3 at the back unless he's already changed. I'm not sure if he has. No, he's still playing 4 at the back.
In this first leg, I don't think you do need to go 3 at the back if you are Nicolas. because you've got a full 90 minutes coming up in the second leg to overturn this game.
Well, maybe I've just cursed it there. Maybe he's going to change it now. You can just see Dhtekkz just having a minute to himself. I don't think he's going to be changing anything. You don't change a winning formula, you could say.
Yeah, I can't see Dhtekkz changing anything. Nicolas, I think he's probably going to stick with the 4-4-2 and try and get just one goal to just give him a little bit of confidence coming into this second leg. Nicolas is good enough to overturn a 3-goal deficit. It's all about keeping a clean sheet, though. He can't let Dhtekkz score again. If he does, it will slowly start slipping away from him.
About keeping your head as well, and for a 16-year-old lad, he's doing pretty well, isn't he? Ronaldo, here he comes again, surely not. What a save. And look, Dhtekkz there, he knew what a big chance that was.
Yeah, he's disappointed he didn't make it for there. Short corner, played into Roberto Carlos. What's he going to do with it? Back to Messi. Are we going to see a cross into the box?
Well, we do see one, and it falls through Fernand. Do not lose possession at a corner, because you could be in trouble on the counter-attack now. Here comes Nicolas.
Is he going to play it quick enough?
Look at that run.
Ball.
He's off. This could be a big goal.
This is a huge
Gea
chance.
needs to stand big. What a save. What a massive save from David De Gea.
Dhtekkz, David De Gea has been next level, Brandon. What a save with his feet.
Got to feel that's the chance that had to go in for Nicolas there. In comes the corner, front post, flick
There we
on,
have it.
and there's a goal.
Nicolas, the redemption is on, Brandon. The comeback is alive. 3-1. Let's see if he can do it. He's got another 90 minutes of gameplay coming up.
Carl Walker there, just trying to head the ball the wrong way, and that could be a big goal in the complexion of this game.
Huge, huge goal. 9 minutes left in this first leg. Dhtekkz very well could go on and score another 1 or 2 goals though, Brandon, with only 8 minutes left to play. He is that good. He's playing that well at the minute.
One thing as well that's really important to remember is he's a player that when he concedes a goal, even if he's doing exceptionally well, he will go back and get another one, restore the lead, or restore the gap, sorry, the margin. Well, Nicolas now, imagine if he gets another goal going into the second leg. It's
fantastic
open,
play
it's
from
on.
Nicolas.
Second goal, can he get it? Yes, he does. Post and in.
Great football from Nicolas. 1-2s around the box. Dhtekkz just can't defend those sort of passes. You see Dhtekkz a little bit edgy, a little bit nervous now. 3-2 coming into his second leg.
Wow, imagine if we even get an equalise from Nicolas. That's the confidence that Nicolas needs. I'm sure Janos behind him as well. It's full of emotion. The question is, how does Dhtekkz deal with these kind of situations? Yes, I'm still in front, but I've got a lot of pressure on me right now.
It looks like he's just going to keep the ball. Oh, that could be a mistake.
Oh, no. Rio Ferdinand
it.
there, just in the right place at the right time.
I think Dhtekkz is just going to keep the ball for this first leg, take a lead into the second leg, so he's got something to work with. But Nicolas, the comeback is very much alive.
This is the grand final in Barcelona. And it's Dhtekkz from the Xbox side up against Nicolas from Argentina on the PlayStation side of things. This is the first leg, so if you have just joined, do not go anywhere. There's still a massive second leg to come. Added time of 2 minutes. And 5 goals in the first game.
What a first leg that is, Brandon. What a game of FIFA that we just witnessed. Dhtekkz 3, Nicolas 2. Is that what you were expecting coming into this?
I didn't expect the early start that we saw. 1 minute, 52 in game. I don't know what that is in real life time. It's not long at all, maybe 10 seconds. Yeah, 10, 20 seconds. Messi, out of his foot, bang, top hand corner. Scored again straight after, but easy the goal. That was the first goal. And then he kept on going, didn't he?
Yeah, I think that was the third. Fantastic feat from Dhtekkz. Thierry Henry slotting into the bottom left-hand corner, but the comeback did spark. Ronaldo taking the second, the 86th minute, and now we've got a game on our hands.
We have indeed. Still a second leg to come. 1 goal separating these two. Who will it be, Nicolas or Dhtekkz? Do not go anywhere, because we'll be back very shortly with that second leg.
Dhtekkz. Alexander?
Yeah.
Forget them. They don't know anything. You're the greatest. Do you want my Coke? It's okay, you can have it.
Yeah, all right then.
Nobody's gonna believe me.
You got a phone?
Yeah.
Come here then.
Well, he's got support here. Raced across the ball now. Shut up now. Oh, fantastic goal.
Jetzt Aubameyang auf der Außenbahn. Tolisso. Sie liegen vorne und schauen Sie sich diesen Jubel an.
Individual skill. See you later. Real individual inspiration here. Sterling! It's a good goal for them.
Das ist gut, Jürgen. Ronaldo schießt. Und drin. Von der Latte aus geht er da rein.
Welcome back to Barcelona. We've just seen the first leg of our grand final here. 5 goals, but only 1 goal separating our 2 finalists at the moment. What a first game we've just seen.
Yeah, 2 goals in 5 minutes for Nicolas to get back into this game. As you can see here, this is the stats coming into the final.
After 12 rounds of FIFA, you could say, after 7 in the Swiss round, and then round of 32, round of 16, quarterfinals, semi-finals, your own console final, and now we're in the big grand final. Look at the difference in goals scored. It's not loads, but it's loads for these guys.
Yes, 78 goals scored for Dhtekkz. Nicolas with 69, goals against 44 to 46. Nothing to separate these two at all, really. And there's not a lot to separate these two in the game either. 3 goals to 2 is the scoreline.
And if you did miss that game, we're going to go back and have a look at the highlights from it. It's at 1 minute 52 in game. This is it. Look at the time on the clock. This is Dhtekkz. He is fearless. What a strike.
What a strike it was. Lionel Messi opening up the scoring, then some fantastic close control from Ronaldo. Finds the space with a little drag back, slots it past the goalkeeper. That was 2 in 10, Brandon.
You could say FIFA Street-esque from him there. And then even got a third, and this is when I thought, has the tie already been ruined?
The actual mental know-with-all to be able to press RB there and let it roll through your legs and then low jumping shot across the goalkeeper. Fantastic from Dhtekkz. But Nicolas wasn't going home quietly, was he, Brandon?
He wasn't. After he had a great chance, it was a great save from De Gea. De Gea couldn't get his hands on that corner. And then late on it was, we thought, has he missed it with Ronaldo here? Off the post and in.
In off the post. Fantastic 1-2 play from Ronaldo. First time passing, and R9 slots it home like so many times he has this tournament, Brandon. What a player he is. 93 pace, 93 shooting. It's not even the prime, Brandon. It's only the 94, but he does the business where necessary.
You can't imagine what that prime will be like. 96. It could be, or it is, sorry, we already know that. But that 94 card is deadly, as we know. I'll probably throw it out there, for me, probably my favourite item of the tournament, my favourite player, being amongst so many goals, so many assists.
Definitely player of the tournament for me. He just can do everything, it seems like. He's got pace, he's got shooting, he's literally got everything. 5-star skills, 5-star weak foot. You see Dhtekkz there on your screen. What would you, if you're going to read his face, what would you think there? Does he look a little bit nervous, a little bit on edge as we jump into this game?
He looks nervous still. Remember that he's never really been in this position before. He's never really been to a big major event. He did the job in November in his qualifying month. He came into it. Today he tweeted, and I'll say it again, today is the day. And at the moment, it's all going to plan for him.
I think he actually got 150 wins during the qualifying month, Dhtekkz, so only just got into the top 64. Nicolas starting with the 4-4-2. He must feel comfortable with it. He must feel like Dhtekkz not really got that much of a threat. He's not playing with the two central defensive midfielders as he did start last game. Will Nicolas get back into this game? 1 goal is the difference. 3 goals to 2 if you are just joining for this second leg. This is the final.
This is the grand final, and this is the second leg in Barcelona. 3-2 to the man playing in the black strip kit, the Leicester City strip. And Nicolas
would be
from left to right here.
What a start that would be if Nicolas did manage to take the ball away from, I think that was Sergio Ramos at the back with that 94 Ronaldo we were just speaking about, Brandon.
Well, it took 1 minute 52 seconds in game time here for Dhtekkz to get the first goal of the tie. Could it be a goal in quick succession here as well?
I think Dhtekkz needs an early start just to calm his nerves, just to ease the pressure a little bit in this tie. So he did look under the cosh towards the end of the last game. We got to think if those goals had come 10 minutes earlier, Nicolas probably would have got a third. He definitely was riding the momentum. The scales had switched almost. Nicolas was in the more aggressive and the more attacking player of the two.
Messi now. Into Vieira. Look at the space for him to drive into. Chance now. Ronaldo! And the first goal of this game has fallen to that man, Dhtekkz. And we are 4-2 on aggregate now, a 2-goal advantage for him.
We said he needed a goal just to calm his nerves, and that's exactly what he's done. An early start, once again from Dhtekkz. He seems to be the master of the early goal. Ronaldo turning, slotting home. Looks like he is using the Hunter chemistry style on him to improve that pace and shooting. Definitely coming up clutch for him.
You can see them on the centre stage in the Palace St Jordi with a live crowd amongst them as well, and thousands of you watching at home. I was about to say before we went into this, the first goal would kind of control how this tie went.
It would definitely set the pace, set the tone of the tie. Threaded through ball down the line once again for Dhtekkz. Seems to be where most of his attacks are coming from.
Walker now. Not a fan of Antonio Valencia, but he's a chance. Oh no, that's clever. What a save. Yashin on the rebound. Valencia there, and third time of asking. He gets the goal, and we really do see some emotion from the youngster.
That was the goal that he was looking for, to reclaim the 2-goal advantage. 5-3 in our leads, and we're seeing a pause straight away. That looks probably like it's from Nicolas to go back into the formation, to change some instructions. Don't speak Argentine or Spanish, unfortunately, so didn't understand what it was there, but I do speak FIFA. I think he's put stay forward on his left and his right mid to get them in behind, to try and overlap the left and right mid, to give them a little bit of support to the front two up top in the 4-4-2 formation.
And a 3-goal advantage now for the newcomer, you could say, into the FIFA esports scene. We didn't know about him, all we knew that he qualified. He qualified in the top 64 on Xbox.
Came in as a complete unknown, Brandon. The only people who knew about him were a close-knit community in his friends and his family. He's come in 16 years old, and he's dominated the FIFA scene.
Well, Nicolas needs something now. He needs a helping hand from Janos as well, whether he said something in his ear, and we'll say something at half-time too. But Nicolas did get 2 goals back last game and nearly made it all square.
5-2, he does lead an aggregate, looking to make it 6. Sergio Ramos, good bit of defending there. And does
corner.
Concede the corner, played short.
Gonna whip it into the box now, or try and recycle to the edge of the area.
Very early to be time wasting. keeping it in the corner. I think he was just waiting for Nicolas to come out and maybe bring some of those players out of position, looking to exploit it now.
Chance, he loves the skill round the box. Maybe it's just where it's not predicted by Nicolas or any other player, where it just works for him. Messi now, that's ambitious! And a massive hand from the icon keeper of Yashin.
Yeah, Yashin forced to tip it
Oh
over
no,
the bar. Ronaldo!
oh no, no he doesn't! Ronaldo with a flick on at the front post, and Yashin cannot get there on that occasion.
And is it all but over, Brandon? Should we hand him the trophy now? Dhtekkz dominating this second leg. 3-0 up. He was 3-0 up in the first leg, Brandon. Nicolas brought it back. Can he do the same here? He needs Janos to be behind him. He needs his coach right now. Give him some encouragement. Hype him up because he needs it. 23 minutes gone, 3-0 down.
We said about this earlier, we said he reminds us of when Grilla, you know, jumped onto the scene. English talent, fearless,
Raw.
and at the moment, this guy just looks unstoppable.
Very raw, natural ability. That threaded through ball down the line once again. I've spoke about it time and time again. That's where the attacks come from.
Chance, oh my God, that is FIFA at the highest level, and we're seeing it in Barcelona.
He looks surprising himself that he's 7-2 up on aggregate. Congratulations to him. He's doing everything right now is Dhtekkz. Threaded through ball down the line. He keeps it there, waits for the runners to support him. You see Ronaldo getting away from Vieira there on the edge of the box.
That ball is class.
And it almost a sliced finish into the bottom right corner. Past Yashin, cannot do nothing about it. And that man, 16 years of age, is making history right now. Spencer talks about it yesterday. Has there ever been a bigger FIFA shock in ever over all the years? I don't think so.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. 5 goals. 5 goals in a grand final. He is in front here. He wants another one. Why not get another one? Ronaldo, oh. He'll be disappointed with that. He'll be very disappointed with that.
Shanked wide of the post there, Ronaldo. But he's won it straight away from that poor kick out of the back from Yashin.
Surely not. Not another one. 5 up already. We haven't even hit half-time in this second leg. And Nicolas is no pushover. Let's remember that.
Yeah, what a performance it was from Nicolas in the console final against the stranger, Brandon. Big performance. He came out on top. We thought, you know what? He's got a very good chance here against Dhtekkz, but Dhtekkz has just blown him away in the early stages of the game.
Henry, ball goes across. Nearly, I don't think Messi would have been winning that header there, but nearly set up for the header for someone, but well dealt with by Nicolas, and I'm sure we'll be looking to get into half-time, or Janos will be really looking forward to giving him a word at half-time saying, get yourself out of the situation. 5 goals potentially could happen. Maybe.
He'll be saying, just show me something.
There, one more touch out wide. He could have maybe had a finesse.
I tell you what, if Nicolas makes a comeback and takes this game to extra time and scores 5 goals, we will be talking about this for years and years.
Just looks like one-way traffic at the moment.
It is. He's turning the screw, is Dhtekkz.
Cut it back on the edge. Surely not. No way. You're thinking there, Ronaldo should have hit it on his own, but he wanted to play one more.
Yeah, he definitely should have hit that when he did play the cutback. Nicolas comes forward with Vieira into R9 Ronaldo, but nothing really happening for Nicolas right now. 4-0 down in the first half. That is, if you are just joining us right now, 7-2 in the grand final. Dhtekkz, the man in the bottom right corner of your screen, is 16 years of age. Just comprehend that.
And ever so close.
What a goal.
Oh my God. Pick that one out of the bag. No one is stopping this man. He just wants to keep on scoring goals. And why not when they're flying in from there?
We speak about it time and time again. People just don't shoot, Brandon. The pros get into a style of play where they try and pass into the back of the net. This lad, he doesn't really know that style of play from the pros. He just plays how he wants to do. He finds the most successful route to goal. If that's taking a long shot with R9 Ronaldo from 30 yards, that's what he'll do. That's exactly what he's done right now. And he leads 8-2.
Someone's just dropped a tweet there. Went to school with him and good mates of him. Now I'm watching him bossing it in Barcelona.
At official BCAS, what a final. If you want to get involved, use that hashtag FIFA E World Cup.
8-2 the score now, 5-0 remember. He's played the ball out for half-time, added time of 3 minutes. And maybe just got it in that area where he can press up the field, but 6 goals are needed. And if it happens, you got to say it'll be the most impressive half of FIFA we've ever seen. We've just seen 5 goals there in one half. Can we get 6 from Nicolas?
Yeah, Nicolas needs to raise it by 1 if he's got any chance of forcing extra time here. That man right there in your screen, Dhtekkz, is on fire. And that man, Nicolas, needs a miracle right now, Brandon. The headset's come off.
Of course, these two would have never met before as well. Obviously, Nicolas a PlayStation player, Dhtekkz an Xbox player, but after this meeting, I'm sure he won't want to meet him anytime soon. But 6 minutes away, Richard, in-game FIFA, oh, sorry, real-life time, 45 minutes in-game FIFA time, away from picking up that trophy and saying, I am the champion of the FUT Champions Cup in Barcelona.
Straight underway here in the second half. No real change for either of these two players.
Nearly there, opened up for him for another goal, but if you're Dhtekkz, you just try and keep scoring them. Here's a chance. He needs to start this half well for Nicolas. Superb defending there from Kyle Walker. And he'll be happy to give away a free kick instead of giving away a shot on goal.
Is it going to be something direct? But Nicolas does try.
Maybe a shot straight away, or is he going to play short? We can obviously see more from this angle here.
So he could potentially just go straight up and over the wall.
What's happening here then? 2 players obviously jacked over the ball. Played short now, and oh, love that. Ball rolling. Yeah, we'll stand strong.
Could have a counter-attack. Look at the mini-map. 2 back there for Nicolas.
Just needs to drive forward. Kick. Just needs to strive forward. Look at that run. It's on. I think Ronaldo's made it as well down that far-hand side, that channel.
Dhtekkz just keeps on coming forward. Messi into Ronaldo.
Oh no, not the El Tornado. Imagine an El Tornado in the grand final.
If we'd have seen an El Tornado or a Balassi flick into a volley, we would probably lose our head, Brandon, on commentary.
Just shows the confidence, though, that this young lad has.
He's 8-2 up. He's got nothing to lose. I'm surprised we've not seen the fake Rabona come out yet. The Waka Waka. All the skill moves in the book.
I'm going to put it down to the hat, Richard. Is it the lucky hat?
I mentioned it earlier in the quarterfinals. It might be the lucky hat. Henry coming inside on his right foot. Are we going to see a finesse? Gets past Ramos.
See Nicolas in possession. And he needs 6 goals. Time's running out for him, and Dhtekkz just wants more goals. Ronaldo. Back to Walker. Will he cross the ball? I don't think he'll take any risks, really. He'll just try and
just keep the ball. Sombrero flick. Dhtekkz. All the skill moves coming out here.
This is him saying he doesn't want to play, you know, not boring attacking FIFA. He wants to be different. He wants to have his own style of play. And at the moment, he's showing what he can do around that area. He loves the skill move.
Yeah, we saw the McGeady spin there as well. He seems to know every single skill move like the back of his hand.
Especially when you got someone like Poacher over your shoulder, known as a skiller. In the FIFA scene, chance for Ronaldo there on the rebound. He does get a goal. But is it too late?
I think it's too little too late for Nicolas. Not going to get excited on commentary just yet. We'll see if Nicolas can turn it around. But Dhtekkz leads 8-3 with 25 minutes in-game FIFA left to play. What a performance, what a tournament this young man has had.
See Nicolas there, no headset on now. Maybe, is that him not in the zone anymore? Is that him wanting to hear the crowd? I don't really know.
I think it's just relaxed, Brandon. The headset came off at 4-0, and I think he knows this game is all but over.
If I haven't said it before, in about just over 20 minutes of FIFA time, we'll have our first FIFA 18 champion from our first major event, and he just keeps on scoring. He loves it. Wow.
See the emotion there coming out of him. Really he knows that he's won this game right now. 6-1 he leads in the second leg, 9-3 on aggregate. And what a performance it has been from Dhtekkz.
Nicolas is no pushover. Let's just remember that. Yes, he wouldn't have won the grand final, but you've got to give Nicolas credit. He's won his console side, you could say. The best player on PlayStation.
Yeah, the best player on PlayStation, just not being able to live up to the Xbox regional winner, Dhtekkz. 9-3 he does lead, and the man from Britain looks to be bringing it home from Barcelona.
And he'll be lifting that trophy very soon. Ooh.
Flash past the post. CR7 there, low-driven shot on his left foot.
Still a 6-goal advantage here, and he just hasn't settled down. He doesn't need to settle down, he just wants to keep on scoring goals. And you've got to give credit to Nicolas, still trying to get himself a goal or make this tie more of a contest for him.
Yeah, he's trying to... I think he knows he's not in the game, he's just playing the game out, you could say here. And Dhtekkz, you just watch the way that he plays. Skill moves with the low-driven pass, very driven passes. I know it is the driven pass, but just the way that he plays them, real intent to all the moves that he does, whether it be a skill move or a passing sequence. He knows what he wants to do. He's built up the sequences from the FUT Champions Weekend League, and he knows exactly what works in each situation.
If you go back to the Swiss-style format, he did lose to Kirk, and he did lose to Gorilla. Was that a case of you need to lose to learn, we say? Did he come up against them and take something from those games to take into his other games?
Well, did he go 5-2 in the Swiss-style format? For me, that's 5 wins and 2 lessons.
I like that. I like that indeed. Ronaldo now for Nicolas. And you're going to have to call it a day soon, because this man is unstoppable. Even in the grand final up against Nicolas, he is going to win this tie.
And he's not just won it, Brandon, but he's won it with ease. 9-3 over the course of 2 90-minute FIFA matches. Nicolas has just not been at the races, and Dhtekkz has just been too good for the Argentine here in the final.
The credit to both of these players, the best 2 out of the 128 that came to Barcelona. And also congratulations to the 16 players that have made the playoff places in June. The 8 from the PlayStation and the 8 from the Xbox side.
Yeah, massive congratulations to both sets of 8 who have qualified for the playoff.
Here comes Nicolas now!
Oof. Just not been his day, Brandon, in this final. I often say sometimes you play your final before you actually get to the final. You have your best game of FIFA before the actual grand final itself. I think getting past a stranger, that were a massive result for him.
This ball here is unbelievable. We've seen it so many times. If you're watching at home, take this into your weekend league. Just that, I'm sure you can explain it better for the viewers, but...
The driven goal kick from the goalkeeper is fantastic. And this game is all but over. Just playing out the result here.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh. Nearly.
Don't think you were defending there, Nicolas.
Nearly. And there you have it. There's your grand final winner, Dhtekkz, from 0 to hero, 16 years of age from the UK. Commiserations to Nicolas from Argentina. He was the best player on the PlayStation. But Dhtekkz, he won the Xbox side of things. And guess what? He's taken the trophy home from Barcelona.
And over the course of the 3 days, he was the most consistent player in the FUT Champions Cup in Barcelona. 16-year-old Dhtekkz is your winner. Roma Poacher there, he took him under his wing a little bit throughout the tournament, and he has guided him to this trophy. What a performance by that young man.
But as we said, is it one of the biggest upsets we've seen in FIFA esports?
I think it definitely is. The way that he's come into the tournament as a pretty much unknown. First game he went up against Kurt, he lost 5-4. Kurt said, you know what, he's actually very good, the way that he plays the game. Then we move on. That is what he has won. That trophy, Brandon, will be going home with him. Just put this into consideration. He could be going back to school on Tuesday.
And look at him now, he's about to walk up to collect his trophy. The fans have come out to watch him in Barcelona. Before this, no one would have known this guy, but now he is known as a champion in Barcelona.
What a performance from that man. What a performance. See Spencer FC there in your shot, congratulating him. 16 years of age, Brandon. Huge performance. The pressure didn't get to him over the course of the weekend. And now we have our champion.
We have our champion indeed, the champion in Barcelona. He's been absolutely exceptional. He's nearly made me lose my voice. Some of the goals he scored, some of the ways he's played, his pattern to play, exceptional. But one thing, he just doesn't feel the pressure. I don't know what it is, he just doesn't feel it.
Well, he's never had a negative experience at a tournament. The only experience he's had now is a positive, is a victory. If he can roll this back-to-back and get another victory at a major event, we could be looking at a definite player in the FIFA scene. Huge, huge performance from Dhtekkz. Congratulations.
And wow, wow, wow. That was a crazy final for us to commentate over. We're going to pass over to that winner now, who is joined by Spencer and a special guest.
Well, guys, what an unbelievable final. I'm here with the winner. Let's give him another round of applause, guys. Dhtekkz. How do you feel, buddy? A sensational performance from you.
Honestly, I don't know what to say. I came into the tournament expected to do well. I got hard matchups, came through it, and then believed I can win. So, just, I don't know.
Believed in yourself. What was going through your head in that first leg when Nicolas got a couple of goals back? Were you thinking maybe this isn't my day?
I knew. I had a couple of big leads going like in the earlier rounds, and then he got it back to 3-2. So I knew it's happened before, and then I've just gone on and won. So I was worried, but I believed in myself to come out on top.
Amazing stuff. And what words would you say for the guys watching at home who, like you, this is your first big tournament, you qualified on FUT Champions, you're relatively unknown before this, you're certainly not unknown now. Guys watching at home that want to have a go at FUT Champions next month, what are you going to say to them? Give it a go, right?
Tell your mum about FIFA, and she'll be your inspiration. You know, she's helped me along the way, so...
She has, and she's here as well supporting you.
Yeah.
What do you think about the prize money you've just grabbed for yourself? What are you going to do with it?
I'm more worried about the trophy. I don't know where to put it.
That's why, where are you going to put it? You've got to get a bigger suitcase for the way home, perhaps. Listen, well done, mate. You've done so well. We've got the commissioner here of FIFA, Brent Koning, who's going to give you a little scarf, and then you've got a big trophy to lift up, but well done. Let's give him another round of applause, guys. He's absolutely smashed it. And now he gets this massive trophy. What unbelievable scenes here in Barcelona. 16 years of age. He was asked for an autograph earlier, and he said, I don't have a signature yet. That puts it into perspective. So I think it's time for you to lift up the trophy and be the champion of the first ever Champions Cup in Barcelona. Well done. There he is. Dhtekkz has got the trophy, guys. I've got to say a massive thank you to everyone that's tuned in the last few days, everyone that's been here as well, our live crowd. Big thank you to all the fans for putting an absolute shift in. Of course, our winner, Dhtekkz, has done unbelievably well. And from me, Spencer, from Jimmy Conrad, Chew Boy, from Richard, Brandon, Ross, and all the guys that joined us on set, a big thank you. Thank you to them as well. Thank you to the legends behind the camera, the guys in the truck who've put a shift in as well. It's been unbelievable here in Barcelona. We'll see you soon for another competitive FIFA tournament. Until then, don't go changing.